On a chilly morning in May, the world woke up to startling news. China unveils 10,400-kilometer railway to Iran. Read the New York Times. Across the globe, headlines flashed in big, bold letters. China's secret Silk Road, US caught off guard, reported the BBC. News anchors spoke quickly, their voices filled with surprise and worry. Social media exploded with questions. How did China build such a long railway without the world noticing? What does this mean for the balance of power? Photos of sleek trains racing across deserts and mountains began to fill TV screens and phones. The story was everywhere, and honestly, nobody could look away. The railway is not just a new line. It is the longest in the world, connecting China to Iran, running quietly through mountains, cities, and deserts. For many, this is not just news. It is a symbol of changing times. The world has not seen such a bold move in decades. People everywhere wanted answers. As the story spread, one thing became clear. This railway is about much more than trains. It is about the future of the world. China worked in silence, away from the headlines. For years, teams of engineers, workers, and planners toiled on the project. They held quiet meetings in Beijing, Tehran, and other cities along the route. The plan was simple: build a railway that would change the world. But the work was anything but simple. The railway stretches from the bustling city of Shanghai to the ancient city of Tehran. It weaves through mountains, across rivers, and over deserts. Workers faced harsh weather, steep cliffs, and remote valleys. Yet they kept building, day and night, making steady progress. China's government kept the project out of the spotlight. There were no big announcements. Instead, they signed secret deals with each country on the route. Each agreement was carefully planned. Every step was hidden from the world's eyes. In the end, China revealed the railway only when it was complete. The world was shocked. Nobody expected a project of this size and importance to appear so suddenly. For China, the secret was worth it. Building the 10,400-kilometer railway was a massive task. Along the route, thousands of workers faced tough challenges every day. In the high mountains of western China, workers blasted tunnels through solid rock. They wore thick jackets and goggles to protect themselves from dust and falling stones. At night, they slept in simple camps near the tracks. In the deserts of Central Asia, the sun beat down on the workers. Machines roared as they moved sand and gravel. Water was scarce, so supplies had to be brought in by trucks from distant towns. Sometimes, sandstorms stopped work for days, but the teams kept pushing forward. The railway passed through busy cities like Xi'an in China, Tashkent in Uzbekistan, and Tehran in Iran. In these cities, stations rose quickly, shining with glass and steel. Locals watched in awe as their towns changed overnight. Children waved at the passing trains, dreaming of traveling far away. Every day the railway stretched a little farther. From snowy mountains to burning deserts, the teams faced and overcame every challenge. The finished railway is now a symbol of hard work and determination. The United States watched China's move with growing concern. For years, the US has been a leader in global trade and politics. This new railway changes the game. It connects China and Iran directly, making it easier for goods, people, and ideas to travel across Asia. The US sees this as a threat to its influence. American officials fear that China is building a new Silk Road. This could shift power away from the West. With the railway, China can trade more easily with the Middle East and beyond. Iran, once isolated by sanctions, now has a powerful new friend. The US is also worried about security. The railway could allow China to move military equipment faster if needed. It could help Iran grow stronger in the region. This could make it harder for the US to control events in Asia and the Middle East. For the US, this railway is more than just steel and tracks. It is a sign that the world is changing and that America's role may be shrinking. So, the new railway is already changing global trade. Before, goods from China to Iran took weeks by ship. Now trains can make the journey in just days. This means, faster delivery of everything from electronics to clothing. Businesses in both China and Iran are definitely excited about new opportunities. Politically, the railway brings China and Iran closer. They can work together more easily, without needing to go through other countries. This makes them stronger partners. Other countries along the route, like Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan, also benefit. They can join in the trade and build their own industries. The railway may also change old alliances. Countries that once depended on the US or Europe for trade may now look to China instead. This could lead to new friendships and rivalries in the region. Some leaders welcome the change, while others worry about losing power. For many countries, the railway is a chance to grow. For others, it is a reason to worry. Either way, the world of trade and politics will never be the same. China has a clear plan: build roads, railways, and bridges to connect with the world. This new railway is just one part of a bigger project called the Belt and Road Initiative. Through this project, China is working with dozens of countries, building everything from ports to power plants. Infrastructure is power. By helping other countries build, China becomes an important partner. It wins trust and opens doors for its businesses. Countries that get new railways or highways from China often buy more Chinese goods and use Chinese technology. The railway to Iran is a strong example. It shows that China can finish huge projects, even in tough places. This makes other countries want to work with China, instead of the US or Europe. China's influence grows with every kilometer of track. For China, this is about more than money. It is about becoming a leader in the world. Through infrastructure, China is building not just railways, but relationships. The railway does more than connect two countries. It links three continents: Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. Goods can now travel from China, through Iran, and all the way to Europe by train. This makes trade faster and cheaper than ever before. Cities along the route are changing quickly. New factories are opening to make use of faster shipping. Farmers can send their crops to distant markets. Even small towns are seeing new shops and jobs. People are traveling more, sharing ideas and cultures. This new link changes the way continents interact. Europe can buy more goods from Asia. The Middle East can sell more oil, carpets, and food to China. Borders are becoming less important for trade. The world is growing closer, one train at a time. For businesses and people, this is a new era of connection. The railway is not just a line on a map, it is a bridge between worlds. For the people living along the railway, life is changing fast. In remote villages, new jobs have appeared. Young people are working on the trains, in stations, or in shops that serve travelers. Parents hope their children will have better lives with new opportunities. Travel is easier than ever. Families can visit relatives in distant cities. Students can go to schools in other countries. Goods from far away are now cheaper and easier to find in local markets. Some people are nervous about so much change, but most are excited. Farmers and small business owners benefit too. They can send their products to new markets, making more money. This helps villages grow and become stronger. Roads and phone lines are also improved, making life more connected. The railway is more than steel and trains. It is a promise of hope and a better future for millions of ordinary people. The world is watching closely. As the first trains race from China to Iran, people wonder what will happen next. Will the US and Europe try to build their own railways to compete? Will more countries join China's projects? Only time will tell. One thing is certain: this railway has changed the world's map. China is now a leader in global trade and politics. Its ideas, products, and culture can now travel farther, faster, and deeper into new regions. The balance of power is shifting in ways that nobody expected. For ordinary people, the future looks bright. There are new opportunities and more ways to connect with the world, but there are also new risks and challenges. People will need to work together to make sure the changes are good for everyone. In the end, the China-Iran Railway is more than a train route. It is a sign of the new world that is coming. A world where power, trade, and hope move on rails across continents.